Evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Stuart the Bold Whisky Reviewer's Whisky Reviews. This is review number 5, I think. Yeah, 5. And we're going to go back to Blendland. Now you may recall a couple of weeks ago we had a look at Grant's ale finished blended whisky. And you may also recall that I said at the time my original plan for the first blend was to do the sherry finished whisky. So I figured, why not, we'll do that one as well. I've got the bottle in the cupboard, I have it here. Hello. So I may as well have a little look at it and see how it differs from its sister. Like the other one, it spends 4 months finishing. The ale condition spent 4 months in, obviously, ale barrels. This one spends 4 months in Oloroso sherry barrels. So it's a Spanish sherry, obviously, that it's finished with. So, without too much waffling on, let's have a look at it. So, again, we'll break the seal. Hear that crack as it first opens. And again, that pleasing glug you always get the first time you pour a wee dram. So, colour wise, almost identical to, well, it is identical to its sister. Same golden colour, which again strongly suggests the addition of caramel to give it that uniform look. So, on the nose with this one, now if you recall the ale finished one was very creamy. This one, nowhere near the cream that you got from the last one. This one is a little bit sharper. There was just a hint of nose prickle with this one. And on the nose, it's much sweeter than its sister. There's a honeyness about this. There's a distinct honey smell. There's a little bit of fruit in there. It doesn't have the immediate appliness of its sister. The fruit smell with this one, as you would expect with sherry finished whiskies, is more kind of dried fruits. Raisins. Nice. I mean, it is nice. It's, like I said, sweeter. I would say slightly drier than its sister. Sweeter, drier, and kind of dried, candied fruits. So on the tongue, at its bottled strength, which is 40%, just like its sister. A lot sharper, nowhere near the creaminess. There's no creaminess with this one at all. So a lot sharper, sweeter. Again, honey, bit of spice, bit of dried spice there. A little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of kind of warming spice. I'm thinking maybe kind of star anise. So yeah, it's kind of a sweet spiciness. Bit of honey, like I said, a bit of honey. Definite bit of cinnamon. A little bit of something like star anise. But anyway, as we always do, let's add in a wee drop of water. We overdid it there. Again, it's only at 40%, so you don't need a lot of water with this one. And again, as with its sister, still crystal clear, so obviously chill filtered. And on the nose, with that splash of water, the honey shines through. There's that really sweetens it up. Honey, the spiciness is reduced, the sweetness is increased. The fruits have kind of melded into this just kind of homogeneous, kind of dark fruit smell, sorry. But really everything's overpowered now by the honey. So I'm okay with it because, as I've said numerous times, I like sweet whiskies. So if you like a sweet whisky and you want an easy drinking sweet whisky, I think this could be the one for you. Anyway, let's try it on the mouth. Yeah, I think I've overdone it with the water there because I'm not really getting much of anything. So I'm going to add a little bit more whiskey, not too much. Try and get the balance right. Again, still very honeyed. It's the honey that's really driving this now. Bit more fruit with the extra little splash of whiskey I put in there. Again, raisiny, kind of, there's a little bit of plumminess about it as well. I'm not a lover of plums, not going to lie, but this is okay. It's not dominated by plum. It's not dominated by the fruit at all, actually. It's dominated by the honey. There's a little bit of plum there, but it's mostly raisin, sultana. No real citrus note to this one. So anyway, let's try it in the mouth again. Again with, not that quite, still diluted but not as dilute. Yeah, honeyness at the front, and then a little bit of spice at the side. The spice is definitely cinnamon, absolutely. Again, it's a very easy drinking whisky. It's not a connoisseur's whisky by any stretch of the imagination. A little bit spicier now that it's been left to breathe for a second or two. Still dominated by the honey. But you get a bit more spice coming through. You are getting a bit of cinnamon, a little bit of cardamom, a little bit of star anise. If anything, I'd like it to be a little fruitier, if I'm being honest. I'd like those raisins and sultanas and currants to come through a little bit more. I think they are there, but they're definitely being overwhelmed by the honeyness. Sweet, very sweet entry. Doesn't dry as much as its sister whisky does. It's not as tannic. A little bit of spice. So yeah, of the two, despite my fondness for sweet whiskies, I think the ale conditioned whisky just shades it. I loved the creaminess of the ale conditioned whisky. I think it gave it a bit more of a balance. Had it had, I think I gave the ale conditioned 7. If it had a bit more of the sweetness that the sherry conditioned has, or the sherry finished, sorry, has, I'd have scored it even higher. This I'm going to give 6.5. There's not a lot between them, but I think the creaminess of the ale finished whisky just gives it that edge. Like the ale one, the sherry one has no finish at all. You swallow it, you forget you've ever had it. Sweet now, a little bit of spice now, and good. So, if you're looking for an experience, if you're looking for an event, you're not going to get it with these. If you're looking for like I said with the last one, if you're looking for a cheap, everyday whiskey, you know, that you can have on a non-special occasion, a Friday, like I said, a Friday night, nothing on the telly, sitting with a book, fancy a dram, yeah, nothing wrong with this. If you're having friends around for a tasting session, I probably wouldn't put one of these in it though. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for the feedback, thanks for letting me know what you think. Whether it's good or whether it's bad, I'm always interested to hear what people have to say. So I think, I don't know what we're going to be doing next. I've got a sneaking suspicion we're going to be going back to a single malt. I've got a couple in mind that I may wish to try, depends what's available locally and what I can get a good deal on. One of the whole reasons of these whisky reviews is I want to keep all my whiskies affordable. I'm not planning on reviewing any of these ridiculously expensive whiskies, so a lot of it's going to be depending on just what's on sale and what I can get a deal on. So stay tuned anyway. Thanks for staying with me so far, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.